Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And oh my God, we just got done watching the new He-Man movie trailer. And oh my God, guys. Oh my God. Oh my God. No, actually, I didn't think it was that bad.
I don't think it's that bad either. I mean, I still have a few concerns.
I have concerns.
It was not anywhere near as bad as I thought it was going to be. So I was actually pleasantly surprised. But I mean, again, the bar's low, but I was like, this doesn't look too bad to me. And I came out, because I'm usually more lenient on things than like you are. And I came out and I was like, I don't know how you're going to think, but I don't think it looks that bad. But I said, I am also more willing to give things a chance and more lenient than you are.
Yeah, now people are leaning into the pronouns thing on, we'll talk about it. So the trailer dropped for the Masters of the Universe movie, which hasn't had a lot of fanfare. They kind of did this one on the down low, but I'm going to be honest, after the debacle that was Revelation, I think Mattel knew better than to release too much too early, because they're like, oh my God. So we watched the trailer. People have been asking us all day to watch it. We had a lot going on today. Yeah, we did. And I actually had to muster enough give a shit to watch it.
Oh, I was excited to watch it, but I didn't get a chance to until late because we were putting in a generator.
Yeah, we've got a big snowstorm coming this weekend, so we got to get prepped for that, you know. And no, we're not pimping those kind of supplies here today in this video. But anyway, no, I thought it was pretty okay. We're gonna talk about it. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. You'll get woohoo if you do.
Woohoo!
Go out to more.clownfishtv.com, more.clownfishtv.com. We do not do super chats on this channel. If you'd like to support us and get some bonus content, that is the place to do it. So thank you for that. So yeah, the trailer dropped. Let's see what kind of views it's got. This is Amazon, 6 million 10 hours ago, number 3 on movies. That's not bad.
Okay, that's not terrible. Honestly, that's more than I expected, because a lot of people don't seem to give a shit about He-Man anymore.
Well, I think that's it. I think that's part of the reason why they didn't want to set the expectations too high for this one. And as soon as a lot of people heard that Jared Leto, myself included, was going to be Skeletor, I'm like, oh God, this is going to be a disaster. But the one thing that gave me hope throughout all of this is that Travis Knight is directing this movie, and he did Bumblebee. And
we all know
right.
You love Bumblebee.
I do like Bumblebee.
The girl
he
they
did
just
right.
hired for the new Batman movie also wrote Bumblebee.
I know, but Bumblebee was actually pretty good, right? He did the best he could do, given that he had to work within the Bayformers confines, right? But I think he got the assignment. He knew what fans wanted. That first 5 or 10 minutes of the movie where they're on Cybertron and they look like themselves and not just a bunch of pile of parts. Yeah, that was cool. And he also did Kubo and the Two Strings and numerous
Kubo
other
and the Two
movies.
Strings I loved. It was really good.
So he's solid, right? So that was the only thing, because everything else I'd seen so far, I'm like, oh, I don't know. But then I'm like, okay, Travis Knight's doing it, might actually be okay. Now, trailer sometimes is vastly different from the final product, but I actually thought the trailer looked pretty good. Again, our expectations were on the floor given everything that Mattel's done with He-Man lately. But I expect it to be the cringiest, worst thing ever. And I'm like, no, this actually looks like He-Man. I'm shocked. The reason I have this pull up, because I know a lot of people are going to get tripped up on the pronoun thing. I'm going to tell you, knowing Travis Knight, I think this is going to be a joke because he works in HR. I think Adam having the he, him pronoun thing on his desk is going to be a joke, and that's how he's actually going to get the He-Man name.
I don't know. But it's either going to be a joke. But all I'm worried about, what I'm concerned about, is they have made a big point of saying it's for a modern audience and it's about identity. And they've said that several times.
Yeah.
And that can mean like who you want to be, who you think you are versus, who you really are or whatever. That could be what they mean by identity. But the only thing I'm worried about is they've been pushing that. And that concerns me greatly, because they keep ruining so many things by pushing down this path that they don't need to push down. Hopefully that's not what happens here.
It could be them talking out of their ass too, because this happened with Blue Beetle, and they actually
stop talking out of their ass.
Well, they did a huge disservice to Blue Beetle by making it all political and whatever, and that turned the people associated with the movie. And it turned out the movie really, I don't think was that. I actually thought it was pretty okay. But I have to pull this up too, because I appreciate that Adam Glenn, because Marlena's name is Glenn. She was an astronaut from Earth. So there are little things in this trailer that I freaking loved because I'm like, okay, they get the assignment. He actually has been paying attention to, the He-Man lore. I think the costumes look good. I mean, I don't know. I think,
Spike-Or looks weird.
Spike-Or looks a little weird. We haven't seen
Cringer,
everybody.
I'm still not sold on, but I'll tell you what, he looks really orange in this picture, but in the trailer, he looks more green.
Well, maybe when he becomes Battle Cat, he gets greener.
Well, that's what I was like
he hulks
Hulk
out.
I know. I made that joke yesterday. He's like, this is Bruce Banner, and then when he hulks out, he turns green.
Yeah,
he is green though when you see him later on. But this picture, he looked more orange. But later on, he looks more green in the trailer.
Idris Elba, I know a lot of people weren't sold on him being Man at Arms, because
really, I had no problem with that.
I actually liked the because he especially seeing him in the Suicide Squad, like he gives off Duncan vibes. He's a war vet. He's hella smart. He's paternal, and I think all those things. I think that suits him to a T. And the costume looks great. I mean, it looks good. I mean, again, it's just a trailer. I don't want to get my hopes up too high. This is one of those things where like, oh my God, guys, I'm like shitting myself and I can't wait to see it. But I'm like, I don't hate it. I'm not looking at this like, oh my God, what were they thinking? The only thing that gives me, oh my God, what were they thinking vibes is we see a lot of Earth. And I am worried about that. But man, even Jared Leto's Skeletor looks pretty good.
He hasn't talked yet, so yeah.
Oh, I know, right? Well,
actually,
now
he probably can pull it off for the voice.
He was the Hatbox Ghost in Haunted Mansion, which was another one that the people associated with the movies did dirty because they were out there talking politics and race relations and shit like that. And because of it, a lot of people didn't go see that movie, but it turned out that the movie, I mean, people were like, that movie's woke. Because it's got black people in New Orleans. I'm like, the movie wasn't woke at all. Actually, they made a joke about feminism, and I thought it was kind of funny. But this one, like, God, He-Man, they put the cross on his armor again. Like, it's not the H. Yeah. I'm like, what the hell, dude? Like, that hasn't happened in a while. I expected them to put him in pants because I talked to somebody who actually worked with Mattel's licensing, and they said that the reason He-Man has had pants in most of the iterations since the original is because they had a focus group, and the kids were like, "Where's his damn pants? Why is he running around in his underwear?"
Yeah, I've heard that story before.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah. So that was kind of funny, but no, I don't know. We'll see. We will see. I mean, can't be any worse than the original, right? It was cringy, but it was good. What are your thoughts?
My thoughts about what part? I think, well, I already said my thoughts earlier. Like, I thought it looked a lot better than I was expecting. I'm, as everybody knows, way more, like, and people on here complain about it, I'm way more, like, lenient about stuff, or, like, more into things, less critical. I don't know how to word it, than, like, you would be on a lot of stuff. So I'm down. I mean, I'm willing to give it a shot. I'm hoping it doesn't suck. But then again, we've had so many baits and switches, who knows? But I don't think it looks terrible. Spike-Or looks weird.
Spike-Or looks weird.
Spike-Or doesn't translate well to live action.
Roboto, because I'm kind of looking at
people were talking about that one too, yeah.
Yeah, Roboto's not quite it.
Well, neither's Tila, really. I mean, her hair's
Tila's
not that red. I know, but I mean, you can tell it's inspired by her costume, but it's not the same outfit,
She looks more like cartoon Tila than the original Tila.
My point is, like, they took inspiration, so the costumes, I think, are different because they just took inspiration on the original, but they made changes.
Well, Snake Mountain, that's perfect. Snake Mountain's freaking perfect. I mean, that looks really good, man. I mean, I don't know. I look, I don't want to get excited, but Evil Lynn looks good. I mean, holy shit. What are you doing? What are you doing making it look like the source material? But this concerns Beastman looks great, but Beastman in New York City or wherever the hell they are, that's you were talking about that. I'm like, how much of this movie is going to take place on Earth, I guess is what. Yeah. Because we did that before.
I don't know if it's a lot, because in the beginning, obviously, it's an Eternia because they send her, or she sends him back to Earth. I'm assuming to go to be with her family or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
And then the end, obviously, seems to be back in Eternia. So I don't know how much in the middle.
It might just be that Eternia is like the last 50 minutes of the movie. That's my concern. Because that's kind of like with Bumblebee, it's front loaded. Because, I mean, the movie was good, but it was basically, we had like 5 or 10 minutes of like Transformers action, and then the rest of the movie was kind of a CW show, but it was good. You know, it was okay, and you could tell they tried to course correct the Bayformers movie because they screwed up Carly big time. So they had Charlie, basically cartoon Carly, you know, but we're calling her Charlie. I don't know. Again, I'm not. Damn, Fisto even looks good. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I mean, I look.
Yeah,
oh, there we
Steve
go.
Spiker. I'm telling you. I mean,
Yeah,
it doesn't look terrible, but he doesn't translate well. It just does not translate well.
he kind of looks like a reject from a Disney Star Wars show. Yeah, a little bit.
Kinda, yeah.
I mean, he's
like,
one that I wouldn't have thought to put in because honestly, some of the masters just I don't see them translating to live
some
action
don't
very
translate
well.
from cartoon to live action.
Yeah,
All my sister wants to know is where Orko is.
I'm sure he's probably in it. I'm sure, maybe. I don't know. I mean, they could actually do it now. So here's what happened with the original He-Man movie in 1987. Orko was not in it. That's why we had Gwildor.
I was gonna say didn't put him in the last one.
Yeah,
So-
we had Gwildor, who loves his fried chicken, you know, but we had him because they couldn't do the special effects. It would cost too much. It was on Earth because it would cost too much. And now I'm kind of looking at him like, this is like the world's biggest Burger King because we got Randor there. It kind of looks like BK. But,
he does look like a Burger King.
I don't know. I don't hate it. I mean, again, there's like that. That's a good shot. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I am thinking, though, hopefully, Mattel, if you're listening, I'm hoping that the lessons learned from the Revelation debacle is just give the fans what they want, or at least something approaching that, and you probably will be okay.
Well,
Now,
Revolution was way better than Revelation. but
yeah, well, yeah, the kids, they learned a painful lesson, right? You don't do a He-Man show and take
according
He-Man out
to
of
certain
it.
people, they did not. They the animation was all done and they didn't change anything. like hell, they didn't. Anyway, they're not gonna admit to it.
Yeah, I mean, well, look, we'll see. It could be a big heap and pile of trash. I have no idea. I just know the trailer is supposed to get you excited to see the movie, and I don't have the feelings of dread for this movie that I had when I kept hearing, "Oh my God, Jared Leto is Skeletor? Are you freaking kidding me?" But yeah, I remember he was Hatbox Ghost, and he was pretty good. As long as he's not Jared Leto for half the movie, which I'm kind
Okay,
of
the
afraid they're gonna do.
the rainbow swirly portal thing.
They're going to Filmation Land.
I was like,
That's where they're going.
this is almost ranked up there with the transformation from Revelation.
Yeah, as long as they don't do that. But I'm also thinking this kind of reminds
Doesn't
me
look like they're
of,
doing. It doesn't look like they're doing that.
reminds me of Thor too, which also had Idris Elba. So
That's also true.
maybe that'd be funny. That'd be funny if that was like the in joke. This is just how space transportation works. But yeah, this was interesting because this is actually the prototype for He-Man. I think the Barbarian has got the sword. So I
That's
thought
what
that
I was wondering,
Yeah, I
honestly.
thought that was kind of cool. Got Attorney and Warriors. I think they look, they look all right. It looks all right.
Remind me of Spaceballs. Anyway,
I kind of, but I mean, they got the casting, I think, right. I mean, look, we'll see. Like I said,
I mean,
they
he's
might.
a little bit. I mean, he's not as beefy as I think people were expecting.
No,
Since
but
he's in the middle, I think it's more believable both ways than it would be like you have one that's scrawnier. That's one thing I liked about the 2000s one was the
Yes.
fact that he was a much different character when he's like
Adam,
when
yeah,
he's,
he-
He-Man.
he was, yeah. So it was believable that, He-Man was a different character because obviously, he was all roided up and Adam was just a, typical 15, 16-year-old kid.
And
But-
this one, it seems like Tila's not mad because she probably knows all about it.
yeah,
So she went to go get him, so she's not pissed off.
it's probably like, I have a feeling that
Should have
like,
made her more ginger, though. I'm just saying.
I have a feeling like all the masters are going to know it's him. Oh, there's
Well,
Mechaneck
they went
right
back to
there.
get him, so of course they do. What'd you say?
Yeah, I'm thinking that's Mechaneck. It looks like because his visor there. I don't know.
Or was that? I don't know.
I don't know. I think it's.
But
Mechaneck.
yeah,
Who the hell knows?
more people joined in from the time they get off the ship to the time they go inside. By the looks of it, but
Yeah, I want to see Ram Man though. I mean, I want to see if he looks ridiculous. I want to see if they went with the spring legs, or just that's the way his pants look. Because I never liked. I'm gonna be honest. And this is blasphemy. I know. I never liked the spring legs on Ram Man. I think it made him doofy, and I had
that's what
questions.
made him doofy. Okay,
Yeah, well, he was stupid and he had
I was
spring
like,
legs.
that's what made him doofy. Okay,
But I liked in the 2000s where he was still kind of dumb, but he was just a guy that was in a bunch of armor and his pants just happened to look like springs. I didn't like spring legs. They weren't in the comic book either. He didn't have spring legs in the comic books. I don't know. I'm willing to give it a chance. That's like, look, any more, that's about as good as you're gonna get from me, right?
Yeah, I will definitely go see this one.
So, all right, we gotta wrap it up.
Yes.
All right, so please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. We'll talk later.
Bye.